Hey there, how's it going, YouTube? And welcome back to the Garage Pool, where the only rule is beach vibes only. Yes, this is in fact my garage, and this is my pool. This is where we watch AEW Dark each week, and this week, unfortunately, AEW did it to me again. It's gonna be a 2-hour episode. So, hopefully we can knock this down to maybe 15 minutes of reactions. Anyway, the dragon is here, so we're about to get into the action, but first, as always, we're gonna start by checking out an action figure. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, I don't drink alcohol really, so tonight we're sipping on IBC root beer. Right, and tonight the figure that we're opening up is actually going to be a Ronda Rousey. I do not have her in the collection yet, because most of the ones that I saw I just didn't really like. This one, though, was on sale, so I figured why not take a chance. It is an elite, and it comes with another women's championship belt, so I can stop using that tiny one. It also looks like it has the True FX face graphics here, so should be pretty good. And as always, well not always, but most of the time with Elites, we got an extra set of hands. So, as the Major Brothers say, let's let it breathe. So this is actually part of the series, along with the Bray Wyatt Fiend that I got recently, and the Viscera figure that I almost got. Looking pretty good here. It's got the kilt mini skirt from WrestleMania, as well as Rowdy across the chest here. That is, of course, in reference to Roddy Piper, and she is now Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Overall, it looks pretty good. The face is really detailed. I especially like the hair. It's got the braid that she had that runs all the way back here through the ponytail. And as always, the last test, how well does it stand up? Right, she was initially leaning forward really bad, but thanks to those elite ankle articulations, I was able to bend her back, and yeah, she's really stable. Let's put on the belt. She would, of course, famously win this and then lose it to Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. But there you go, Ronda Rousey, Elite Series 77. Pretty good figure. I would recommend if you're a fan of her. I am not particularly, which is why I waited until she was on sale. But just in case she ever does come back, I did want to have her around. Okay, with that, let's get to the actual wrestling action. Alright, it looks like we're starting off with some tag team action, and we already got a couple of debuts here. Looks like Storm Thomas and Dimitri Jackson. And they're going to be taking on the Best Friends with Orange Cassidy. By the way, on commentary tonight, it looks like we got Tony Schiavone, Taz, and I think your name is Vera Scott or something like that from the Deadly Draw tournament. So they're stressing that these guys have never teamed together and they're taking on an experienced tag team. But either way, they're actually pretty impressive so far. They're definitely not getting squashed like a lot of these enhancement talent do on Dark. Got to give the people what they want! Best Friends hug. Double pile driver. It's definitely not banned in AEW. They put up a good fight, but the outcome's still inevitable. Your winners, Best Friends. We get a second hug with Orange Cassidy after the bell. Next up, we got Jesse Sorensen, who I vaguely remember. Looks like he had one loss already. And he's going to be taking on Shawn Spears, the chairman. We'll see if Tully comes out tonight. Yep, at least for tonight, Tully is still with Shawn Spears. We'll see how that plays out with FTR on Dynamite. Commentary's really putting over this loaded glove of Shawn Spears. They're making the argument that wins and losses, of course, matter in AEW, so you gotta win any way you can. Apparently, Jesse Sorensen's tagline is, can't be broken, and that's because he legitimately broke his neck and survived it. Spears is shoving Jesse's face into the ring steps, and it's giving me flashbacks of the whole Rey Mysterio, Seth Rollins angle. Well, he didn't need the loaded glove to win. Death Valley Driver will do it, but it looks like Shawn Spears is using the loaded glove after the match. Oh, right in the back of the neck. Oh yeah, that's a callback to the broken neck. We got women's action up next. Looks like straight out of your mama's kitchen, Red Velvet is going to be taking on Mel. You know, not just Mel's music, but frankly her whole aesthetic is really giving me Rhea Ripley vibes right now, not gonna lie. I always forget how big Mel is. She is towering over Red Velvet. She's trying to kick the big girl's legs out from underneath her, but nope. Mel's power game is way too much. Sure enough, Mel catches Red Velvet off the top rope, slams her down, and gets the win. Alright, we got a guy that we saw last week. He stole my mohawk haircut. D3, the Mighty Ducks. And it looks like he's going to be the sacrificial lamb for Lance Archer tonight. Everybody dies. Oh, geez, the guy that Lance drags to the ring tonight is some giant fat guy who actually tries to put up a fight, but he gets a boot to the face. That was a Walter level chop. No, don't kick out, D3. Just stay down. Oh my god, that was one of the highest choke slams I've ever seen. And apparently he's not done with him yet. Blackout followed by head slams. Your winner, Lance Archer. This next one is gonna be interesting. We have the original Death Dealer Luther teaming up with Serpentico and taking on our lovable losers of Dark, the Initiative, Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon, with Leva Bates. They rolled a 12 on their entrance, and apparently that's a good thing. Taz finally pronounced polyhedral die correctly. Interesting note, Brandon Cutler came out of the babyface entrance, and Peter Avalon came out of the heel entrance. Serpentico being used as a weapon, as Luther slams him onto Brandon Cutler here. Very interesting. Peter Avalon's scrawny ass with the hot tag here. Oh, Leva Bates distracted the ref. They almost got their win. Oh no, Leva Bates gave Peter Avalon a book, but he hit Brandon Cutler instead accidentally. There's the double team maneuver. 1, 2, 3. The Initiative loses again. Oh man. More women's action. We got the redhead Kylan King taking on the native beast Nyla Rose. I actually completely forgot that she's being managed by Vicky Guerrero right now. Excuse me. Alright, Kylan's getting a little bit of offense in here. She had 2 pin attempts and she's trying. Oh, there you go, Samoan drop. That'll work. Uh-oh, Vicky Guerrero getting involved. And it sets up the sit-down powerbomb for the win. Vicky's cutting a promo now. I hate that voice so much. Ah, there you go. They're gonna be the Vicious Vixens now. Here we go with another tag team bout. Baron Black and Frank Stone, who I think we've seen on here once or twice before as singles competitors. And they're going to be taking on the Gun Club, Billy and Austin. I will never not be impressed by Billy's physique at this age. Ridiculous. Not really much to this match, but Austin Gunn nails the quick draw at the end, and the Gun Club picks up another victory. We got some women's action next. Heather Monroe carries a fan to the ring that says Killer Bay. Alright. And she's going to be taking on the super bad girl, Penelope Ford. Okay. I guess she's skipping her pre-match split to make out more heavily than normal with Kip. Like I said, I think their new gimmick is just excessive PDA. Penelope Ford, of course, is going to be helping out Britt Baker in a handicap match on Dynamite against Big Swole. Considering that Penelope Ford is basically in the title picture, Heather Monroe is getting a lot of offense in here. Oh, Kip Sabian with double leaf blowers tonight. Still don't exactly know what that's supposed to do. They're even kissing in mid-submission hold now. This is getting ridiculous. To my point, Heather Monroe with the modified backstabber there. But the Fisherman's Suplex does in Heather Monroe, and your winner, predictably, is the super bad girl, Penelope Ford. Oh, and they're making out. They made out all the way through all the replays. Interesting. Next we have a tag team match with the Metro Brothers, who are debuting from Coney Island. And they're going to be taking on Proud and Powerful, so I think you know who's going to win this one. Apparently the Metro Brothers are Chris and JC. Proud and Powerful using a lot of technical wrestling instead of just brawling tonight, so that's new. Looks like Santana just stole the Three Amigos from Eddie Guerrero. Alright, the smaller loudmouth guy is finally in the ring, and yep, he's about to get beat down. Sure enough, powerbomb and a kick to the face will do it. Your winner is Proud and Powerful. Oh, here's Best Friends. And they're brawling on the outside. Commentary says, they've been attacked so many times. This is just retribution. Good. Oh, it ended. That was turning into a hardcore match. Alright, we got a member of Team Taz, Ricky Starks, taking on the captain of AEW Dark, Sean Dean. We see Sean Dean all the time. I didn't realize he's actually winless. And unfortunately, if he's taking on Ricky Starks, it's probably going to stay that way. And Ricky Starks does a mocking coffin drop. Rochambeau does it for Ricky Starks. He's your winner. And of course, Ricky needs to go say hi to Taz on commentary afterwards. Alright, this one's definitely going to be interesting. Marco Stunt versus Jake Hager. Hager's asking the ref if this is even real. He's like, look at this. This is a kid. Like, do I actually have to fight this guy? Jake Hager's getting down on one knee in order to lock up on Marco's level. Marco puts on the headlock. Jake lifts him up in the air. Hager opens up the ropes and tells Marco to leave, so Marco kicks the rope into Jake's nuts. No, Marco, just stop flossing. Just stop. Oh, Marco's getting destroyed. Oh, and so he taps out. Okay. Mercifully, Hager puts on his little submission thing and chokes out Marco. Well, Hager attacking after the match. Here comes the rest of Jurassic Express. That's right, get him, Luchasaurus. Cheap shots. Apparently what the Inner Circle's all about. Alright, we're getting to see the other half now is Kip Sabian's gonna take on Frankie Kazarian. Not exactly my favorite style, but if you're into chain wrestling and technical wrestling, it's a pretty good match. Alright, Taz has been really antagonistic to this female commentator all night. They finally acknowledged it. Tony kind of called him out, and thankfully he apologized, and she took it in stride. She's saying that she takes it as a kind of sign of honor to be ribbed on by Taz. Penelope Ford pulls the old putting the foot on the rope trick, except the ref was staring right at her and pretended like he didn't see it. That was really bad. Interesting ending. Kip Sabian misses the coup de grace, essentially, and Kazarian reverses it into some kind of reverse neckbreaker. Alright, and finally in our main event, we got another tag team match between the Hybrid 2 and Joey Janela and the Concrete Rose Sunny Kiss. You know, despite that 7-1 record, I think it's safe to say that both of these teams are lower tier compared to the rest of the tag division, so it'll be interesting to see which one actually wins. I don't think I could actually predict this right now. Per usual, Sunny Kiss and Joey Janela working really well together. And here's that patented Sunny Kiss twerk-based offense. With a name like Angelico, I always think he's going to be a high flyer, but Jack Evans is actually the high flyer, and Angelico focuses mostly on submissions. Sunny Kiss with a moonsault to the outside, followed by a 450 splash off the top rope, really showing off his athleticism here tonight. Oh, and after all that, Jack Evans does admittedly a cool roll-up, but it's still a roll-up for the win for the Hybrid 2. He sets him up for a crucifix powerbomb, but instead of slamming him, he just slides him forward and pins him in a roll-up. Like, that was a really anticlimactic ending for an otherwise really good episode of Dark. But there they are, your winners, the Hybrid 2. Okay, that's going to do it for another AEW Dark Reactions from the Garage Pool. Dynamite is actually being pushed to Thursday this week, again because of the NBA, and unfortunately that's also the day I am going camping this weekend. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do a action figure review for either Dynamite or SmackDown, but we'll see. In the meantime, if you found me and you like my content, make sure to do all that YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe, spread the word about this channel. Thanks for watching. I should be back with Payback predictions and then an action figure review. But otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Oh, so will the dragon.